Hello again everyone, Marcus here. I review stuff today. I'm reviewing the song Flamethrower by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. I forgot I was wearing my lapel mic. I probably just smacked it just now. Anyway, this song comes as a request from you guys, my viewers. So if you would like to get your song reviewed, just do what they did. Leave it in the comments. I'll be sure to add it to my list. Had to come back to King Gizzard very soon because I had heard Gila Monster recently. Did a video for that if you haven't seen it yet. I've really enjoyed it, so I was like, I gotta hear more from this album. You know, I'm a pretty big fan of hard rock, heavy metal, and so this album I feel is going to be right up my alley. So if you can't tell, still having some technical difficulties with my computer. I'm actually getting it looked at today. Hopefully it'll be fixed and working again soon. So right now I'm recording on my phone with this little lapel mic. Hopefully it sounds okay, and then using basically my work laptop to record some of the audio here. So hopefully all goes well. I say with that we jump into it. Again, this is King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, Flamethrower. Let's do it. Here we go.
The dragon turns his gaze above, releases his breath of flame and dove. Engines crunch on the ground below, through its teeth cleansing lava flows. guy is set to self-destruct, playing for the complacent fucks.
I just gotta say, wow, that was something. Like, I really, really enjoyed the first half of the song, with just a faster pace, the heavy metal, obviously. And then I actually kind of like the second part as well, even though it took a very like cyberpunk-esque turn. I kind of enjoyed it. It was strange. I think there was like a middle bridging section between the two that to me almost sounded like shades of Tool as well. But yeah, I really like that one. Very unexpected turn in the second half of the song, but I kind of dug it. I really liked the first half the most, though. Just again, that heavy metal, fast paced musicianship, I think, was fantastic. So anyway, let's break it down piece by piece like we always do, of course, starting with the lyrics. So let's see. Verse 1, depths of hell, dragon rise, death in mind, smoking eyes, malice gleam, deadly guise, futile to hypnotize, soul blackened by the dark arts, strike of fear in mortal hearts, taketh to the sky with blazing darts, flame those foolish lazy fucks. So similar to Gila Monster, like Gila Monster was like summoning this like lizard monster to, I guess, kill a bunch of witches and stuff like that, right? And in this one, it's depths of hell, dragon rise, again, death in mind, so some sort of lizard, dragon, whatever, killing something, someone. My eyes start to spin, senses dulled by the original sin, newfound gasoline, sing and dance with thee, my new family, the folly of men, the tragedian, a force of nature, a force of might, fire on the land and wind in flight, those who stand before do cower in fright, O fearsome one, thou art terrible sight. So I'm wondering, based on the album artwork and some of the words here, if the newfound gasoline is like what the dragon is supposed to represent. And I'm trying to recall the lyrics to Gila Monster right now, and I can't, but I wonder if there was some allusion to that in there as well. I forget off the top of my head. I'm going to listen to it like once. So I can't recall the lyrics. What's really sticking out to me is the Gila, right? Like, I'm like, what else does he say in the song? I don't remember. So trying to figure out, what that sort of dragon is that he's now referenced kind of in two songs, right? So let's see. Flamethrower, flame, throw a flame. Engage the mesolimbic pathway, stimulate brain reward activates, burn nerve, numbing hot, swimming dopamine, sweet smelling, the flesh melting, benzene, mouthfuls of the black bubbling fuel, feel it spray through the lizard nostrils, mayday, mayday, calling ground control, the space station in a dragon death roll, kind of like evil death roll. I wonder, again, so it does sound to me like gasoline is maybe what the dragon is supposed to represent, with a dragon that breathes fire. It's very, mythological, it's very fantastical in nature, and it just kind of does, right? I'm sure people have tried to explain it with science or what have you, right? But I think here in this telling, it's like the dragon spits fire because it is fueled by gasoline, essentially. So knowing King Gizzard, knowing the sort of, environmental messages that they often take, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case, that, they're sort of comparing, gasoline to this sort of dragon, this sort of industry that is honestly causing our planet to heat and, CO2 levels to rise, et cetera, et cetera. So flamethrower, throw a flame, flamethrower, throw a flame. I drink lakes of motor oil. I mean, there it is, right? I engulf and I inflame. I disrupt the natural order. I come of wind and I come of cloudburst rain. I am the high priestess. I spew motor spirit breath. I will torch the ISS. The last enemy to be destroyed is death. Fire pious churchgoer flamethrower. Oil wells drained of fluids underneath. Stand black gold druids. The dragon turns his gaze above. Releases his breath, a flaming dove. Engines crunch on the ground below. Through its teeth, cleansing lava flows. Gaia set to self-destruct. Flamethrower, complacent fucks. Yeah, I mean, to me, it very much sounds like a condemnation of, gasoline specifically, but really fossil fuels and the effect that it has on our environment. And it says here, like, Gaia is set to self-destruct. So this sort of rising dragon, this threat, is sort of causing the Earth to basically kill itself, right? So flamethrower, flame, throw a flame, motor spirit, kind of goes on like that for some time. And I wonder here, Kickland Night Call, that's the first song on the album Motor Spirit, which I haven't heard yet, I guess. So never mind. I was like, I'm thinking that maybe this is them saying like, it's the spirit of like industry, the spirit of having a car. I mean, I have a car, right? You probably have a car, or somebody in your family has a car. Just having a car-based industry, that sort of spirit behind gasoline and oils and that kind of thing. That's what I'm taking from literally those two words. And I haven't heard the song itself, Motor Spirit, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it's about as well. So anyway, lyrically, again, really kind of in line with a lot of what King Gizzard tends to talk about in their songs, the sort of environmental message, and you know, I kind of dig it. I think it's well written. The metaphor, I think, kind of works for me here, so I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up lyrically. As far as the instrumentation goes, again, love the heaviness of the first part of the song. Really enjoyed the heavy, like, sort of galloping guitar styles. A lot of really cool drum fills in there as well. Some drum fills that kind of took me by surprise. It's like, that was pretty hard. That was really enjoyable. And then just like again, the heaviness of it, that sort of bridging middle section that again, to me, was very reminiscent of Tool. And then the last part, which again kind of delved into some more electronic stylings, sounded very, again, sort of futuristic cyberpunk type style, which I feel like it was obviously on purpose. And you know, cyberpunk is supposed to be this sort of dystopian, like, sort of bleak future, and so I wonder if that's why the style changed, or you know, why they changed the style in that way towards the back half of the song. Again, I will say I really enjoyed the first half of the song a little bit more, just again having that heavier style. And then I'm not sure, you know, if it was Stu all the way through, or if you know, Ambrose or whoever else provided some additional vocals, but I like the heavier vocal styles as well. So with that, I'm still giving it 2 big thumbs up, both instrumentally and vocally. And finally, as far as replay value goes, I think this one definitely hits the playlist. I really enjoyed it. It's a little bit long for me. I feel like you almost could have split it up into 2 songs. I don't know if it necessarily works like that. But you know, I just think King Gizzard has been doing a lot of longer songs lately. I think back to like The Dripping Tap. I think back to Ice 5 and Iron Lung. And I'm just like, man, like, you really got to be sitting down and listening to some King Gizzard, because I mean, they're making some longer songs recently, which I'm usually all for, but every so often I'm like, okay, I think this would have worked as a shorter song. But regardless, you know, again, I still gave it 2 thumbs up because I thought it was very solid. So as far as replay value, yeah, it makes the playlist 2 big thumbs up. Yeah, really enjoyed this song. Thank you so much for the request, and another great one from King Gizzard. Hey, if you enjoyed the music as much as I did, go support the artists, go listen to their music wherever you can. And of course, if you'd like to support me and my channel, just consider doing all the normal stuff you do on YouTube. You know, like and subscribe and comment with your requests, because I'm always taking those. You can even check the description if you'd like to follow me on Twitch, TikTok, or Instagram. All right, guys, that's going to be it from me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.